guys, John here at SurfFX, and this is the 2022 North Atmos. This board is one of my favorites. Why? Because it is all about edging and loading the kite. So it sets you up for big air, but it's just a comfortable board in choppier water too, because it's a little bit narrower than the other board they do, the Focus, which is a little bit more wake style. It's got a little bit less rocker than the Focus. So it really kind of lets that edge get in the water, bite hard, and let you load the kite up. Now, it's a very straight outline board. You can see that again. This is all about edging with a little bit rounding the tips, so a little bit of a carved feel to it, but really just straight line is fantastic. You get a board, they consider it kind of a low to moderate rocker line, so it's comfortable enough that you're not getting just like chop sprayed in the face all the time, but it's not plowing like the more rockered up wake style boards as well. With the bottom shape, you've got a slight concave, going to a quad channels in the tips, just adding a little bit more grip to the tip, so a little bit more, like lateral resistance, like the fins put on the board, so you got a little bit more push. But that concave just lets the board kind of suck down into the water. So when you add a concave to a board, it really adds a little bit of suction to that surface. So really just kind of helps hold that edge, smooth out the little choppy water a little bit, particularly when you're coming through those tips. Now, these are fitted with their bindings, the flex bindings. Quite a comfortable setup. New changes this year where they're more adjustable than previous, so there's a little bit more of the strap option on there. Now, you'll see I got a blue one here. This is what they call the hybrid. Now, the hybrid has some carbon in it, and you can see that through it, like these stripes that go through it. So basically it's almost like a carbon taping to add a little bit more, they can tailor the flex to what they want. It is considered kind of a moderate flex, but having the carbon really just in the manufacturing process lets them taper to it. Cores, both boards have a Paulownia wood core. That is a wood that is quite light and hard, not being something like balsa, which is slow growing, so it's a bit environmentally friendly, and not being as porous as something like balsa. It doesn't retain as much resin, so you can get a lighter construction out of it. Now, this is actually my choice. I'm a bigger guy. This is a bit stiffer board, and also with the stiffness and the carbon, you get a better response. So what I mean by response is, in a carbon board, riding through chop and loading it, how it bounces back is different than this board. So most people, that is the board to go for. Don't ride the carbon because you'll want it. It does have it's only way to explain it is something like this. If you have something like a fishing rod, a cheap fishing rod, you give it a flick and it'll keep bouncing a little bit more. An expensive one, you give it a flick and it comes right back, springs right back. That's the higher carbon content. Same thing we get in windsurfing masts and stuff like that. A higher carbon content just springs back better with less oscillation. So when you're riding through chop, it's just a little bit, feels tighter, feels just a little bit neater. So other than that, they're the same shapes. They're the same sizes, they're the same weight, so it's not a weight issue with the carbon. It's really just it's a construction issue and the technical feel of the board and how that kind of oscillates.